Hi everyone, my name is Bruce Schwartz. Happy New Year. Well, I'm going to get another one up tonight. That'll be the real Happy New Year video. But thanks for the support, guys, for 2018. I don't know what to say. Guess what? You know that explosion I recently posted a day or two ago? It's been found 2 or 3 days ago. Well, I found out some new information about that explosion, possible explosion that we saw. And we're going to look at that in great slowed down detail because I found something very important that I want everyone to know. There's that flash of light that I got, but over to the left of this flash of light, there are two other objects that simultaneously spark up. And now this is a difference between these two circles of at least 14 kilometers. So there's a wide area of the surface of the moon that lit up at the same time as this explosion happened. And that is what we're going to see in fine detail, slowed down detail. Why am I doing this? I'm going back because just showing an explosion and not even researching it or trying to see what's going on around it, what's the use of posting it? It remains a video that has an explosion, it goes up, and then it just goes down. To the left of this area, which you can't see now because even though we're slowed down, we're not slowed down enough. Now, seriously, look at this. This is one of the most important frames out of the whole video. In the center of this circle is where that flash of light appears. But you're going to keep your eye, just hang on, I'll get a circle up. You're going to look to the left of the screen because before, this is live, by the way. This is not a picture. See the light on the left that lit up at the same time as the light on the right and the other one on the bottom. Two platforms that could have possibly lit up by that spark or explosion. There's a war going on up there. It has to be something that has to do with each other. They're lighting up at the same time. How can that happen in a 14-kilometer distance of an area? How can that be? You know, how could several objects be lighting up? Watch here. This is without any filters. There you go. I mean, what else proof do you want? Why does that source light up at the same time, that surface, as the other flash, which is at least 15 to maybe even 16 kilometers away? A simple, only filtered part is this, and it's just a simple straight up X-ray filtering to show us different tones, just an inversion, right? And here in what looks like a bright surface, we see that proof. The whole surface of the moon is not like everyone is thinking it is. It's very colorful. I believe that we're seeing a very thick and dense atmosphere on the surface. John Lear told us there was an atmosphere higher than the normal on the surface and higher than what they were telling us. I think he's absolutely right. Mars lights beside Mars. This couple months back, September. It's not that far off, if not November. This is Mars. Sucks, eh? Yeah. It'd be nice to see Mars' surface and adjust the light and stuff like that. There's ways of doing it. I've done it before, but it's not easy. But you see that flash of light? Let's compare to see how different it is as to the one on the moon. The one on the moon was uneven. It didn't look symmetrical. It was sparky, a lot brighter, and a white flash. Here, we're seeing a yellow flash. The yellow is appearing a lot. Whether it be because it's beside Mars, that's besides the point. Now here, the moon is dark on one side, but look what happens on the surface in the darkness of that dark side. That was in September of 2018. The moon was at half, or maybe a bit less than half, as the terminator line, the line of darkness of day and night, was moving over. Flashes appeared on the surface. We're going to go see that a lot closer too. So I have all this footage of these lights and flashing lights that I found in the footage, that if I actually slowed this footage down, I'm going to find more and more lights. But it's a very tedious process, very long to do, and you have to be very patient. But look, it pays off. There are signs of activity up there. So I'm showing you guys a different type of flashing light on the surface. It's not just an explosion. This here is a light that lights up and goes out, but now look at the end of it. You see the point at the end of it? It's triangular, symmetrical. You can see the symmetry inside of that flash of light. Because, I mean, light is exposing everything. Light gives us detail on the surface. Here, another type of flashing light that's moving on the surface, but hang on, it actually looks like it was launched from the surface. We're going to see a magnificent live shot and frame of some type of mysterious object on the surface rising up off the surface. Look at the lights that just appeared. So you're wondering what's going on. Nothing yet, but this happens, and then a light from the background so quickly appears and appears on the moon's edge. But now I'm looking around and again I still see light. So watch the end of this frame. Here I'm expecting the light to go down now, and I'm saying, well, how come the lights are still on? So I go over to the left very slowly, as you'll see here in this footage. Watch as we inch over to the left, and at the last minute, top left corner, look what we see. Another light arriving almost simultaneously with the one we just saw. And I don't know if you know it, but the intensity, the sky lights up here, exposing everything in the background, is a very wide area. It's not just a small area. We're seeing the whole east side of the surface of the moon illuminated. On the outskirts, you see the hazes, the cloud-like gassy clouds, whether natural or not. You can see everything occurring in the background. And, you know, this is, could there be some type of war going on up there? It really has to make you wonder. These objects are arriving on the surface of the moon. Just absolutely exquisitely incredible. Just it drives me crazy. Seeing this on the surface, for me, was a confirmation right away that, you know, there's absolutely something going on up there. It just, these things are not, you know, satellites. And the fact that they are occurring so often. Here's off of the moon surface on the outskirts all year long. In 2018, approximately 10 to 15 objects I was lucky enough to capture around the moon. And they're just bright objects. Some of them look like debris. Some of them look like they have some symmetry to them. Some of them are even smoking, you know, lights coming from some of them. Now here, I don't think this is an explosion because it's actually under the cloud cover. It lights up and you see a little black spot beside it. It could be a UFO actually getting ready to take off the surface because we've seen so many of them. And once that flash of light goes out, well, they're gone. Here, more than one flash of light appears on the surface. You saw two there, and now what about these two other ones? And now then a third one appears after. So it's continuous. As we're seeing lights flashing on the surface, they're just like giant spotlights. They're not explosions. How could they be? Could I just have showed you 10 explosions right now? Come on. Are you seeing the quantity of lights? Wow. 3 in a row right over there, and now 6, and it's never ending. So in a period of an hour slowed down, you can get anywhere from, you know, 200 to 500 flashes of light on the surface of the moon. No jokes. The research I'm doing is real. There's no manipulation whatsoever. And the fact that I'm finding that many flashing lights, it should be in the news. That's something that So Long Me is absolutely confirmed. And the worst of it all is that no matter how many people, how many of us, you know, the regular public sees these videos, it's not going to change whether they're going to tell the world the truth or not. But by having this channel up, you know, I say it's giving you guys a chance, giving all of us a chance to see what is actually up there. Even though we're seeing something raw and raw footage, and that we don't have the exact explanation of what type of UFO we are seeing, sometimes the coordinates and dates are unknown, it's still, mystery or not, very interesting. And that's what I intend to do again, continuing off in 2019. There'll be more stuff in the sky. I mean, there's chemtrails everywhere, guys. There's so much going on. UFOs over Earth. We'll see with the infrared camera. Happy New Year, everyone. I love you so much for the support. Thanks for supporting this channel, everyone. And there's a lot more to come. Thanks to you all.